Okay.
Welcome back to Media Mesh, where I give you my unapologetic opinion on everything from music, movies, news, reality TV, and much more as we go down the rabbit hole in 5 minutes or less. Now, I'm going to try my best to go as fast as possible because there is a lot to unpack with this. And YouTube, do not flag my videos because, hey, I'm just reporting the news. According to CNBC, they say the new COVID-19 guidance from the CDC, everything you need to know. All right. So basically, even though we know how this turned into such a widespread pandemic in the year 2020, it is now being revealed that according to this, which I did not write, I'm only reporting the news. The guidance acknowledges that the pandemic is not over, but also helps us move to a point where the COVID-19 no longer severely disrupts our daily lives. If you're not up to date with your vaccines and have been exposed to COVID, you no longer need to quarantine. Instead, it's recommended that you wear a mask for 10 days and get tested on day 5. Now, if you tested positive and have a healthy immune system, regardless of vaccination status, you should isolate for 5 days. Isolation can be ended at day 6 if you no longer have symptoms or have not had a fever for 24 hours and your symptoms have improved. Once isolation is ended, blah, 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 blah. So that's quite interesting, right? Now let's take a look at a few things. This was August 12th. Let's go and take a look at what Dr. Fauci said on August 3rd. This is the type of stuff that makes people not trust those that think they're in control. And then when you get censored by YouTube for putting information out there, the bottom line is everybody is grown here. You should be allowed to make your own decision, come to your own conclusions. That's why you have critical thinking skills, so that you can determine whether or not someone is telling you the truth or if there's an agenda behind what they're telling you. He says, if you aren't up to date on your COVID vaccines and boosters, you're going to get in trouble. So just a few days later, right? So he's saying, if you aren't up to date, like I said, with your vaccines or booster shots, Anthony Fauci, as I call him, has a stark warning for you. Get those doses now or prepare for a harsh COVID fall and winter. If they don't get vaccinated or if they don't get boosted, they're going to get in trouble. Now, the question becomes, what has changed from August 3rd into the previous date that we have here? Let's go back to this one. So this is misleading information. This is disinformation. When you're telling people two different narratives, depending on the day, and you wonder why there is mistrust of the media. This is unacceptable. People should question everything because depending on the day, you're going to hear a different story. So you have people in complete chaos. Many people don't know what to think. You wear the mask, you still get it. You don't wear the mask, some people get it. Some people don't get it at all. So really the focus should have been on teaching people how to properly eat, how to boost their immune system, how to become more active and do things that reduces their risk. Because there are those that say that it's not, that these actually are the symptoms of radiation. These are the symptoms. When you look back in history and times, whenever some new technology was dispensed among the masses, there was always a large portion of people who get affected by the high intensity levels of the radiation. But then now you're a conspiracy theorist if you connect those dots. This is a time where everyone should be seeking as much information and asking as many questions as possible because your life depends on it. Until next time, peace and blessings.